Let us continue playing Advance Wars 2, the final mission of the game. Let's get going. I did have a quick sort of go in and out, just so I know what the map layout is. So I do have my plan for which CO to use this time. Lush. Is the construction on the missile platform completed? I think it's going to take a little more time. How much? About 40 days, maybe. I will not wait that long. Finish it in 30 days. Do you understand? Okay, I'll try. And how is the death ray? It's fine. You can use it now. I even fixed it too. Now it won't damage our troops when it's fired. It does need 7 days to build up enough energy to fire, though. 7 days. I'll not forget. So yes, there is a sort of plan at work here with this one. We're going to have Max in the middle. Max, obviously, brute force, point blank attack, seems like the way to go. And this kind of going to be a theme here, because we're also going Camby, who, of course, is damage, defense boost, all the attack power, and we will need this. There's a lot of things with hit points we have to knock out this round, and Eagle, of course, because we've got quite a lot of flying units. I'll go over the map once we show it, once we see it, but for now... Hey, I think I see it. The missile platform. Here we go. Look what I have found. You've been captured again! And you're the little girl who likes playing with soldiers. Here you are again, sneaking around where you don't belong. Sandra's not alone. We're all here. Different place, same cast. Then you shall all taste despair, for you shall witness the destruction of your world when my missile hits. As long as we're alive, that will never happen. Empty words, worm. The missile platform is beyond your reach. What is that supposed to mean? Enough talk. I would see your power. Hey, way to... Beyond our reach? It's right. Oh my gosh, we just received a report of a giant laser blocking the platform. That would explain why the odd boy was so doggone sure of himself. In that case, we'll just strike now while we have the chance. It doesn't look like we'll be able to avoid that contraption. So we can use the fences, attack the platform, and stop the launch. That sounds like a plan I can get behind. Let us aim for the laser. Move out, everyone. Okay, so as you can see, we got a bit of a path down the middle. And this laser is right on max. So we'll be wanting to avoid that every 7 days where possible. As you can see, we have some defenses to worry about. We have 2 black cannons, which sort of prevent Max from really advancing up the middle. So he's going to be sort of holding station here a little bit as much as possible. Eagle and Sensei are going to do the same thing, more or less, at slower paces, obviously. And they're going to punch fighters up through here, try and capture these 2 territories, which is mirrored on this side. And then punch through, or possibly round and deal the black cannons. Max is purely a holding job, really. He's just got to hold the line as long as possible. So because of that, we're going infantry Zerg rush, and I think I may even build a transport copter here. That might be useful getting the bottom ones. Other than that, we're going to be saving money with everybody else. We are not going to be spending wherever we can get away with it. Just grab that, grab that. Sensei and Eagle are on immediate save for bomber runs. Jerome has 29,000 points worth of resources to begin with, so that's already an advantage for him. We will eventually make that up, but as you can see, problems. Actually, I don't know why I built that transport copter now, because I'm still going to have the 2. I suppose it speeds up the return process, but I don't need it right now. I suppose you can run interference a bit later. For now, though, I'll just put it there. And you can save up money as well. Alright, along you go, along you go. And yeah, so we're basically looking for 26,400 for Camby. And yeah, I'm seriously not building anything else. I can't really get down there any faster anyway. And punching through that middle is definitely the plan. And we'll see what he's done. He's got a copter, infantry. There are various places he's probably going to take. I'm sort of heading down to one of them now. I'm not sure I'm going to... Obviously could build something to go and interfere with that, but that interferes with my plan currently. Yeah, I really didn't need that transport copter because they can do that in 2 turns anyway, so same difference. Next time I just take it in 4. So you're on save up for stuff that will keep you alive. We can go grab that. Go grab that, and there's already got anti-air units on this side, I'm noticing. Good news is, Eagle is getting quite close to it. I think Eagle might actually have Bomber in a couple of turns here, looking at this. I went straight for the fact... but... Yeah, okay, so I did a different thing with this, which is fine, but it has Sensei behind... can be behind on resources, which you can't afford to be behind, because, you know, I need that. But the forward factory might actually be useful later. At least gives me some options. If I hadn't bought that, I'd have had the bomber here as well. And I can't sell things in this game. Still, I might be able to make use of that later. It's a blocking piece, it can fly. It can definitely run interference. It's not entirely on the plan right now, but let's build another infantry. Next round we will have a bomber available, but I was hoping to have that a turn earlier. Okay, bomber 1. So as you can see, plan punch through the top is a go. You can start grabbing that one now. Because once we deal with these 2 black cannons, I can start then advancing Max. But also, if I can grab those 2 territories up top, that's definitely something that needs to be considered. That gives me a much better platform to attack with. Especially with Eagle, who can actually buy upgrades. And yeah, I think Camby's in trouble. Looking at the middle of the map here. Important thing to note, I can't advance much beyond the edges of those. On the plus side, we have a bomber this round from you. And I still have 8,000 in reserve, so... So now I've just got to hold off. Now, there's nothing really threatening at this point, so I can build a tank and just be ready. We have our bomber. They have an anti-air, of course, and they have bombers of their own, but I think we may want to be building anti-airs soon. In fact, we want to be sort of preparing for other things, really. Sorry, I have a feeling I forgot to do that last... No, that's okay. It's the same on that side, so if I did forget, I did forget on both. Okay, so another point captured. Let's see if we can make a go at this. So Eagle should be able to punch through that in 1 or 2 turns. That should not be a problem for him. Downside is, is advancing. I think what I may do is just build some more battlecopters for Max and see if I can't prevent him from grabbing the... See, that's not a problem. That's already doing its job, kind of. dragging things onto the bridge. But I may just send battlecopters up to deal with preventing them getting those factories, because if they grab those, I'm going to have problems. Or at least too many problems. Problem one being, of course, that we're getting quite close to the point where he's going to be able to fire that thing. Okay, with our attack boost and no defense, 4 to 8. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to stop him doing a lot else here. So I think we're on the blocking piece. Oh, for God's sake, if I've done this, I'm going to be bloody annoyed at myself. No, okay. Sorry, I thought it was the bottom side of it, but no. Okay. So I can fight on the bridge. That's not a problem. Battlecopter it up, and you lock in advance. I think we might save you for bombers in a bit, but I'm reluctant to go all on that at the moment. Okay. You do your best to try and deal with this. I might go anti-air here, actually, looking at things. Okay, and then you'll be able to attack there next round. And then we'll see what we can actually do with this. Unfortunately, I've not got my transport copter to go and do the same sort of capturing shenanigans, but in all honesty, it's not looking terrible. Incoming threat, certainly, but it's not looking terrible. There you see, we've punched through and I've got an attack on a Neo-tank available. Okay, do I go battlecopter here, or do I go for the tank attack? I think we might go tank attack here, because we're very close to being able to hit that. He doesn't have a lot else. So, if you can get a free run at the territories and try and grab these two, which are thankfully out of range, gonna do it. But I think our bomber's main duty is to try and take this out. Day 6. Funds are increasing. Okay, so we knew we were going to probably lose there, but that's fine. There are worse things that could have happened there. New tank moves to block, interestingly. Now we're going to see if I can do anything about Eagle. They didn't put anything up against the Eagle, which is what I'm happy with, so okay. So I've got that punch option. However, I'm going to go with this. The anti-air can't attack from there, so that's okay. I'm going to be moving to assist Sensei a little bit here. And then other than that, Zerg Rush. Feels like it could be doing more useful things with you. For the moment, that's okay. We have another anti-air available from Sensei, which is probably what we need to do right now. Especially as I can't hit the bomber just yet. So I'll knock out this battlecopter because that makes sense to me. It's one of the things that could also have interfered on the right, so build another anti-air. We've still got that bomber in the air that we need to worry about. And then I'm going to run my infantry this way for no reason. What's coming up here? Nothing actually built up here, so I've kind of snuck around a little bit with this one. Bomber is free and bomber is gone. So where could I put a missile that would be useful right now? There is not a bad option in many ways. This is in repair a little bit. I don't need a tank we can deal with. I think this is a reasonable time to do it because that lowers the chances of my anti-air being hit. You're going to lose money on that mid-tank. Overall, I think of no reason not to do it. I mean, obviously I've lost a turn or two for money, but we have our bomber in the air, and as long as it's safe, we're okay. Okay, marginal annoyance here. You didn't move. You, however, can start capturing. Tank moves into position, and I think I might even battle up to now. No, we'll save it for another bomber, actually. Because clearly we're going to need it. Move you up as close as possible, because we need to try and grab these. I could go and help out a little more, but I think in your case we will grab the territories first. Save the backup missile. You are fodder for my laser. I have a feeling that I mistimed this. I thought I'd have a turn to move things away, but I was looking at days left and not what day it was. Goodness, this Campy's infantry can survive a bomber run. Bad news is, most of Max's stuff is devastated. Thankfully, I did protect the bomber. One tank and one infantryman was definitely destroyed there. We've got some more anti-air nonsense. And a mid-tank. Oh, and they're putting blocking pieces in play. This is almost my level of tactics. Okay. So I can do a lot of damage to this thing. I might even be able to wipe it out this turn. However... that infantry there is really annoying. Alright, let's build another bomber. Actually, we're building a fighter. Actually, you know what I should be building right now? Neo-tank. Neo-tank battlecopter is definitely a good plan here. Attack strength is not as high as some others, and I might regret that a little later, but I'm not regretting the chance to take this thing out. Oh, it survived. It's only on one, though. In fact, could have a go at killing it, but I think I'll ignore it for the moment. Alright. Do I leave the tank open? Yeah, I'm going to leave this open. Treat you, see if we can get you repaired. Might be able to make a difference later on. Okay, nothing else I can do. I suppose I could have a go at capturing, but I know that's within black cannon range, so there's no point in doing that, particularly. Okay, over to Canby then. And we desperately need something that can hit a mid-tank for a fair amount of damage, don't we? Well, I might as well wipe you out, because otherwise that's just going to be a pain. And if I can get around and knock that thing out, it's still the plan. Beyond that, putting our anti-air up seems an okay plan with some problems. Problem being there's mid-tanks in range. And that's protecting there. Go battle, yeah. Alright, battlecopter it is. I wanted to save up a little bit, but I think that's the best way to handle things at the moment. Other than that, staying defensive. Or at least threatening. We need to, yeah. I imagine that's going to get nobbled by the mid-tank, but that's the best I can do for right now. Alright, Eagle does have another bomber available. So I think it's time to start securing the air with up here. Darn it, I can't attack it without abandoning this. I consider that abandoned. But the fighter has its uses, and that's what I'm going for now. We're going to try and clear up the airs and just get this sorted, because I can't really... I could block it now. Well, it doesn't feel like it was a good plan, but I'll go with it. Alright. So I'm already most of the way to his superpower as well, just to add to my annoyances. That's okay, because that's put... let's put the infantry where I need it, kind of. That's going to die, but that's okay. It didn't, actually. Things are surviving. Helicopter does attack the thing I was expecting it to. I don't even have an easy way of dealing with this, really, do I? Everything's surviving on ones, which, you know, it's okay, they're blocking pieces and all, but... Oh, god darn it, that I'm just getting completely blocked in there, and I can't even move that bit. Eagle's the closest one to implementing the plan, and I've already ballsed that up by attacking too soon. Well, as far as go for the win, I think, is the plan that I'm looking most likely to try at this point. Thoroughly expecting that to just die next round, but it's not as if I don't have some support. %, let's knock out the bomber. And do whatever damage we can do to you. Yeah, Battlecruisers are not bad against them. And I think we're going to save for something other than... in fact, we might save for another candy bomber the way we're going at the moment. Or I might just wrap around and just make sure of something before I do anything more. God darn it! I make so many silly errors on this. Alright, I'm letting that battlecopter go, because it can't do a lot to me at this stage. I suppose I might as well infantry up and try and grab that territory. I've noticed they put a Neo-tank nearby. This interests me somewhat. So yeah, this is my theory on this one. Is it worth just bypassing everything and just going for the Eagle Strike? Because, you know what, he doesn't have a lot to defend against this. At all. I'm sure he's got plenty of resources. He can build stuff, but... you know, who's got the time for that? Yeah, red missile next round, because we're going to need something. God darn it. I wish I could draw a line on the map and just say, do not go beyond this point, but that is part of the game, and I've made... it's an error I will make endlessly playing this one. Okay, tank versus anti-air, it is can-be, so it'll at least survive reasonably intact, but he's got a superpower developing next round. Plus point from that, I suppose, is that at least Eagle's charge is at least doing the right thing. That's better, I can just wrap around that now. Oh, it's still alive. Oh, there he is. There's no sense in not hurting him this round if I can avoid it. And the good news is Eagle will deal with that now for me. I just need to get somebody new to capture it, really. Yeah, you put your missile in the right place. Unfortunately, it's not going to make a difference here. Not to me, anyway. Right. This bit of battle we can just deal with because we're out of range of cannons. And he's already got his max power anyway, so why not? I am going to move across and just be helpful. Get my new high strength one in and have a go. Down to one. And we have our minor power available. And then what can I do with this? I think the best thing to do right now is to just kill this mid-tank off and allow me to maneuver a little bit more. He's got plenty of things in attack range, so that should be okay from that. I've got another bomber available, so I might as well build one. Help out on the right-hand side. And now we'll see what we can do with Canby. And I think what I'm going to do with Canby this round is do that. And it survives. I'm done at Canby. Alright, let's finish this off. I still need to advance towards the cannon at this point, and it doesn't look as though I'm going to be able to do that very easily, does it? Also, you're above the line, but I think you're far enough left that you'll get away with that. Knock you down by a quarter just because. 6-4, saving up for other things. This battle is very much going in phases, isn't it? Because now it's Eagle's turn to have the issues. Some of these issues we are in the process of resolving. For example, that is down to 1. And the Eagle has a power-up. I want those northern territories still, so I'm going to do the same thing again. Transport copter infantry. I might just go and try and build a tank here. 29 should be on the infantry. The near tank can hit whatever I build here, so actually it's probably not worth building more than a mech unit right now. Okay, so what's the biggest concentration of enemy strength? That's actually relevant to what I'm doing. I think the bomber for a lot of money would be reasonable. Yeah, definitely this. At least until I can get Max over to help out, that's what we need to do. Alright, drop the bomb. Such power, I regret crushing it. Meteor strike, and it's gonna hit Max. As I feel it probably would do in balance. Oh, hold up, did that miss the Neo tank and the battlecopter? That hit a tank, 2 infantry. Did you go for the biggest block of units? Because if that's the case, I'm building infantry now from somebody. Maybe I should get another bomber set up for Eagle in a couple of rounds. Oh, you opened the door. I'm surprised you opened the door. I'm really hopeful he'll survive, but he won't. So they might now go for anti-air on that, which would be a pain. This works, it's just ridiculous. But anyway. So yeah, okay, so I lost the tank and 3 infantry. So I think it is numbers then it's caring about more than what's actually there. So you're going off to go and support over there. I can't advance you because of things. And that will get hit if I go that way. So I think... yeah, I think on the whole this is the plan. God darn it, I lost on that! That was mechanized infantry, not base infantry, but still. I lost on that encounter. I didn't even kill this tank off. Strom's defensive advantage is ridiculous. I'm just going to say that now. Especially when he's powered up, which he is, technically. Ah, they've got an anti-air in place. I figured something was going to happen on that one, but... the good news is I can run send Candy away, so that's not too devastating for us. Meanwhile, put in the blocking pieces again, and we prepare for next round, I guess. Okay, so we have a level 1 power available. 30%. No, I'm just going to go for the capture then. Screw it. I'm out of range? Darn it! Right, anti-air kills tank. You've done enough to annoy, so... Just trying to build up my own power gauges at this point. And I do have another bomber available. Which I shall build, and now I shall think about. Yeah, I thought about it. That seems like the best plan. I'm technically 2 from victory at this point, if they don't do anything about this. I'm not going to be able to build up a double move fast enough, but... Do we get mid-tank here? I think I've got to get mid-tank, really. Mid-tank, or I'd rely on battlecopters. Don't forget to move the infantry that was down here as well. I did. Okay, day 11. No longer with your defensive boost, but you are still going for mech units rather than tank, which is interesting. But in terms of overall damage output, they have the same, so... Oh, and you had a recon to cover it, so... Good news is, though, Max is now finally in a position to help you out. And I'll cover while you go and do your shenanigans. And believe me, it is shenanigans. The only downside is the Eagle's superpower will take a long time to build up, so I can't win with that just yet. I still need one more turn. But if they go missile or anti-air, I might even be able to survive it. It wouldn't take much. I mean, by default, he does 100 and something% damage, so... With power boost available as well, because he does with minor power. This might just be doable. Meanwhile, though, let's see where your anti-air can go. It's going to be able to attack me regardless, so screw it. Kill the Neo tank. And then build a new bomber. Okay. After that, we're going to come in and support on this side, because why not? The question is, can I kill... Actually, I've got an anti-air in close proximity, so... I think if worse comes to it, I can definitely kill off that infantry. Another bomber, didn't I? So yeah. Oh, maybe I can't. Ah, okay, fair enough. I think he's going to take that factory back then. So I decided to be extremely silly about what I do from now on. Ah, you did put a fighter there. Good. I was thinking that was going to be a bit too easy. On the plus side, cover this off. On the outside, I'm really struggling to get any purchase on this mission at the moment. Okay. If you're going to continue chasing me, how far could you get? Now, my main reason for that particular attack... Why am I running out of... No, I suppose I have to run back and forth, so you might actually just have to go for the cannons. But that gives me an alternate way in, so that was my thinking. Okay, you can capture there. Grab that. Extra money. Grab that extra money. Bomb that, you're not having it. And I'm probably just going to let you kill the guy off at this point. Yeah, down to 1. Not much else I really want to do, so I'm ending my turn. Okay, so now that the AI is finally awake to what I've been trying to do, I'm going to switch. We're going to attack here. Okay, we have that all done. In turn. We're definitely losing some major parts of this battle, but Eagle double moving could still potentially do this for us. There's a downside, though. Well, actually, as a plus side, I'm going to be able to start punching through with Max after this turn, so... God darn it! We'd cover that off. Anti-air does, of course, do severe damage to the bomber. Regardless, I'm going to have to chase that now. This is going to be a counter-stab mission, however I do it now. So, just hope Eagle can gather those territories quickly enough to do the counter-stab for me. 19. Day 13, so next day is the one where we have to dodge. And while I would like to save it, I'm going to need to clear the path a little bit here because they're building for an attack. You can't get close enough, but that's fine. We'll just move you into position. We'll allow the tank to do things up there, and in the meantime, let's... wish that thing was already dead. In fact, that might be dead, actually. Yeah, that thing will be dead, so I can afford to attack here. Just enough to make him pay for some of it again. Got no way of getting around to that, but... This is the one mission which I think is going to absolutely destroy my S rank ambitions for the campaign, but... Okay, I think the rest of that's dealable with you lot, so let's... Is it going to be this round or next round? I'm not going to take that chance. You wouldn't mind being there, you're a good blocking piece, and I have nothing else that's in attack range. So we shall leave that as is. Okay. Busted our way through that gap as well now, so he's not entirely fixed on that one. Meanwhile, I suppose my best plan of attack is to get the other bomber up there. Fighter might be useful, but I think we'll go for now. Transport mech. And a tank. Okay, well, let's deal with one of these. And that one is this one. One down, and I'm still out of missile range. Only got 3 shots left of it, but it would not be out of the realms of possibility that I could still manage something from here. Especially if I can build bombers from up top now. Or anything from up top, actually, it has to be said. Which round do I need to do this? I think you're slightly more inconvenient for us, so I'm going to wipe you out. How close are we getting to that double attack? All important double attack. Another tank just to hold things off down here. I'll do 20% damage if I went for this. Now I realise I'm probably kill my own fighter off with this, but 6-1. Okay. I've given it enough time to try something here, and I might be able to make a double strike regardless on this one. Actually, I might not. That tank's probably going to heal itself. Well, let's see how this goes. D13, oh, and a superpower, just to add to my pain. At least he spent a lot of his money this turn. Okay, it does seem to be concentration of units, but I'm sure I've got more expensive things than that. And it was wounded anyway. And that tank was brand new. My thinking is if I get that bomber into a reasonable position for an Eagle double strike in the next turn, I've got this game in the bag, but he's still got nothing that can attack it. But I've got my own problems as well. I will concede this. My bomber will outpace that anti-air, it just won't outpace the fighter. For all my talk of my genius early plans, it hasn't really paid off, has it? Especially if he builds another fighter or something up there while I'm... Okay. 6% should hopefully kill here and at least deal with it. Here we go. Right, one more destroyed. It's not very much, but in the grand scheme of things, it will at least probably need another turn to get captured, I suppose. And I've got to do less damage to absolutely prevent that from happening. Up here, he's got his bomber repairing, so I might as well move up and try and be a nuisance. On this side of the battlefield, I have you to contend with. Especially since I have free reign to attack now on this side. Okay, 7. Another bomber, I think, is a reasonable enough plan for right this moment. Okay, so we have a Sensei superpower. You are very marginal on Buell. But we're going to save that attack. In fact, we might even be able to do this. It's only 3 strong. I realize he's only 3 strong, but... Alright, fine. I'm going to knock you out because you're going to annoy me otherwise. Oh, you're superpowered as well, so this isn't going to do anything. Right, you run across. You don't do a lot, and you... Wish I could afford some cheaper stuff. Alright, Battlecopter will do. Eagle is very close. Unfortunately, I'm fairly sure this fan is going to fire next turn, isn't it? Now I've got the fuel warning. Yeah, I can kill this next turn if I have my superpower up. So this is all about the superpower now. We of course have our backup plans, and they're good. If I can get that second strike off, we're doing it. This will be his last chance to build anything to stop it. Right. Yeah, I probably should have thought about the Neo-Tank rather than this, but this is the only thing I can really hurt. This is the only thing that can really hurt that's going to make a massive difference at the end of the day. Okay. 1 mid-tank, and that will do for down there, I think. Laser time. Gotta love a good death ray. Okay, I'm a little surprised by that, but the Geese Eagle is being attacked, which is what we need here, because if he gets his double off, we win. It almost means I should probably not attack it with Sensei. Superpower or not, I should not attack it with Sensei. Hey! This is our bridge. But our score is just plummeting at this stage. He's got a lot of powerful units out. We don't have a lot ourselves. And things are just dying. But even though things are dying, things are going well. We at least have got ourselves in a winning position at this point. Might even sneak an A rank if we get all the speed points here. Okay. Can't do much here, so we're just going to wipe this out. And that's one doomed anti-air unit. Next up, bomber. Bombers away! Actually, Eagle can attack that, so that's not a problem for me. And it also gives Eagle something easy he can kill. If he needs those extra last few points. Because I think I am basically over the line, I'm gonna just tank up for the moment. And we'll see. Sensei might as well use this. Who shall taste my wrath? Samurai Spirit, massive attack and defense boost, and also an increased counter attack. So, for the record, 42% he could do. Well, it'll be useful backup in case things fail. Unfortunately, you can't do a lot of damage from here. I will kill the bomber off, though. Because now I have an anti-air basically planted on his air thing. I can just absolutely destroy him there. And now that that's happened, I can go deploy. And wish I'd gone for the other one instead of that. 99% on you. Bye-bye. Mid-tank. Oh, you can go grab some territory. Not that it's going to matter. I think this is game. This is game. Unless I have horribly miscalculated. But first, let's go for those bonus points and also backups in case things go wrong. Goodness is I can now block that in. 52% here. Which of course we'll have to repair and they're quite pricey. So I have rage. Utter rage. At 59 minutes and 12 seconds, the recording just froze. Ah! What's really bad about this is, I know I was close to the end. I think the only thing I missed looking at what happens, I'm in the middle of Can Be superpower turn. So really, it was only the one turn after that, I think. It was just the double attack from Eagle and victory. Which, you know, was an important moment. It was only a minor important moment, and I'm now going to go through the game again if I want to do that. Which I may do before we end the record, before I end this, but dear God. Our recording session ruined because it just decided to freeze itself for no reason on 5912. Well, anyway. This is Advance Wars 2. I enjoyed this game immensely, and at some stage, we may have to go into Dual Strike, which is the last of the, what I consider the proper trilogy. Which is a game I've owned recently. I picked it up and was playing it a little while ago, so it's something I do at least remember. It does have the same issue with this game, as a lot of the early missions are effectively walk you through it tutorials that are impossible to lose, but it is a good game, introduces some new elements, some interesting characters. Oh, our first A rank. We're now just seeing whether I got the campaign S rank, and also extremely loud ice cream truck right outside my house. It's going to be one of those days. It's really one of those days already. Thankfully, the other mission I recorded today did work, and nothing else I think has done the same issues. But Bandicam. What it does really well. And I can record windows, which is useful. I can record areas of screens, which is useful. But it does fail on me about 1 in 10 these days, which is annoying. Especially on things like this, where I just do not have the ability to go back. I don't save during these missions. I don't use save states, and that's just, you know... Oh well. Singing Feeling, A rank. There's something about the 3rd A rank, I think, from looking at... Well, I've not been paying that much attention to it, in all honesty, but... Danger X9 in 8 days. Rain of Fire, another S rank. Yeah, most of these are S. I might still get the campaign S here. Navy versus Air, another S rank. Six Days to the Rescue. S rank on the Great Sea Battle, and Final France, 15 days, B rank. Okay. Give me the overall score. You've robbed me at the end of it, the last turn. Does it not give me a campaign rank? Excuse me while I zoom through all this, because I have a speed up button. I thought campaign S rank was what I need. Yay! Campaign S rank! That's what I needed to see. We S ranked the campaign. That does unlock some things in the cartridge, but of course that's not strictly relevant here. There is also the hard mode, which I won't be playing through at this point, because I didn't through the first one either. The hard campaign! But no. So we unlocked Olaf, Grit, Canby, Sonia, Eagle, Drake, Lash, Adder, and we did not unlock... Oh no, we did unlock these. Yay, I unlocked Storm! Yes, there we go. I did unlock everybody. And Nell. And Hawk. Oh, well, I don't know the points for that, but... Hooray for Sturm! Weaken Snow. All that power. All that nice stuff. He does have better defenses than attack in a lot of ways. That's actually an overall combined score, but it really should be defense score massively increased. And of course, ignoring terrain, which is always nice. But anyway, this was Advance Wars 2. I'll catch you another time. Till then.